Making a quick video of my greenhouse that I built. I have the plastic long on the ends, just to be clear. So if I have to pull it off because we get a really big snowstorm coming, I can. But this started as one of those tent structure shelter things that I bought, and the canvas was all bad on it, or fabric, whatever. And then let me close this door. Then I expanded it and added some bracing and expanded it a lot. So this front half we use as a seedling starting place. I put a small Chinese diesel heater in here, and if it's not going to be too cold, I can keep it from freezing. And then over here we have a bed that's planted out right now, and onions that I'm overwintering for spring onions. And then I have some garlic along the edges, coming up, doing better than outside. And then in here we grow along the sides eggplant. Down the center in the summer it would be tomatoes, and then over here either peppers or eggplant. Not sure this year, but right now in January, that's my spinach. I've been eating that. Really, really good in the wintertime. It's kind of wet in here right now. The winds have been so bad that I have to keep it totally closed up, which makes the condensation go crazy. But normally I drop that down a foot, and the other end's got a vent that opens and closes, and it will keep some of the moisture out of here, or at least help get rid of it. In the wintertime, greenhouses in the Northeast, at least, you don't have to worry about water. It's more worrying about water getting them out. This is a bed of carrots that carrots will go all winter, and you can see some weeds in there. Carrots will go all winter. Pull this weed, but there's some carrots. They're actually really good in the wintertime. Been eating them. Harvested this whole front section, most of it off. Even though the greens look terrible, the carrots are sweeter than normal. That bed had tatsoi and lettuce in it. I didn't cover it when it dropped below zero, and those plants need some extra protection. But I was kind of done with them anyway, so put the power harrow on the BCS and left it right there, and ran it through the bed to terminate them. Probably this early spring, I'll try and run a quick crop of radishes through there and Hakurei turnips before the tomatoes go in. Our farmers market opens middle of May, and I don't even like putting tomatoes in here until June. 2 years ago I planted it out. The first year I had it up, I planted it out mid-May. The weather was great, and May 31st it dropped 20 degrees, and I even covered, and I still lost half of my tomatoes. But anyway, back to the greenhouse. So I bought those. I started with one of those tent structures and then changed the poles. Instead of being like 7 feet or 5 feet, whatever, I went to full 10 feet. It gets me like 19 feet wide. You lose a little because of the peak. 19 feet wide. And then up there, ordered these things on Amazon. They're the same thing as the tent structure, so I just ordered some more and put them every 10 feet, and then the clamp things at Lowe's for the top rail. And then the rest of it is conduit. I flatten the end, put bolts through it, and some clamps around, and it's held 1.5 feet of snow. But 4 years ago, we got 4.5 feet of snow, and I know it's not going to take that. So on the ends, I left the plastic long, so I can pull the wiggle wire and pull the plastic off if it gets bad. Yeah, the greenhouse will get full of snow, but the structure won't come down. I also have that wooden beam that if we're going to get a foot, 1.5 feet, I wedge it up to help support that ridge pole. I don't know if it helps at all, but makes me feel good. But yeah, that's the greenhouse. So this opening right here, we drop that plastic in the spring to keep this section, so I can warm it. I can't technically heat it. I can raise it about 4 or 5 degrees at nighttime with that diesel heater, which sometimes that's all you need. Keep seedlings from getting killed. Well, this will be my first year trying to do overwinter onions. I've read about this, watched some videos on it. Supposedly we'll have onions early spring, which at the farmer's market, it's everything. Nobody really says this, but anything you can be there with first is a benefit to you. Because once you get the customers coming for something, so hopefully I'll have those spring onions, and then that'll get me 3 or 4 weeks, and then after that I'll have my outdoor spring onions or green onions. We'll see. The variety is Bridger. If that helps anyone. These are also, I'll just show you real quick. These right here are the I bought them from Neversink Farms. It's a trellis system. It runs on that wire, hangs down, you clip the tomato plants to it. It works pretty good. See some weeds coming through in the corner. Have some work to get done come spring. But all right, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Thank you.